Hello, I'm Ryan Siemens with Tierney. I'm the Director of Professional Development and New Product Sales, and I'm excited to share some of our new products with you and also discuss our professional development. We know that every school or district is very unique and has different stakeholders, so that's one of the things we take into account when we're working with a school or a district with professional development planning. We actually have a consult call 2 to 3 weeks ahead of time where we are making sure that we're customizing the content, and not only for the expectation of the administration, but also making sure that we're connecting with teachers where they're at. And then lastly, when it comes to professional development, we know technology is just a tool. Again, kind of moving away from the training into the professional development piece. Of course, we help your teachers use the tools, but we really want to focus on how does it drive student learning? How does it impact engagement? As far as the types of professional development that we provide, a lot of people like to ask, what do you train on, or what do you provide professional learning on? So we have a bunch of different tools here that range from different STEM, VR, interactive flat panel professional development. If there's a question around what types of professional development we provide, we're very open and custom. Again, going back to not every school or district can be put into a box. That's the same thing with the types of content. So as you can see here, those are just some of the topics that we cover. Again, integrating in the instructional best practices to drive student learning with those products. We also get asked, what does professional development look like? We've been able to, in the last few years, to kind of tweak our content and our structure to make sure that we're helping teachers at all different levels based on the time that schools have available. One of the biggest concerns was, how do I help my teachers move forward without having professional development workshop days free? We've already scheduled them. Or how do we help without having to buy substitute teachers to cover those classrooms? What we've done, probably the vast majority of our professional development over the last couple of years has actually been either one-on-one with teachers or small group. And what we do ahead of time is we identify 1 to 2 things that they need to know or learn to help themselves and their students move forward. We collect that information ahead of time and we come with those solutions. So it's not like we just show up, ask the teachers what they want to learn, and their time is done. We're coming with answers and solutions. Again, it doesn't have to be everybody in a room at the same time a week before school starts. We have ways and strategies to help your teachers move forward in a traditional school day environment. Also, we get asked how many sessions. That really depends on not only what you've implemented and adopted, but also what other technologies might you already have in your classroom. One of the things we would like to do and want to do with our professional development is to identify what tools are already in the room, because we want to help through the professional development not only show how your new tool can impact learning, but how the newer tool can impact the older tool and work together. So the amount of sessions really does depend on what you've recently invested in, your vision and mission for your school district or your school, and what other technologies you might have in place, because we want to be able to puzzle piece all those things together to help you out. As far as timelines go, I kind of hit on this a little bit with the professional development structure. Really, we've been doing professional development any day of the week throughout the year. So it really does depend on the structure of the professional development and how we're able to help you. Also, I do want to reference Tierney Lifeline, otherwise known as Teacher Helpline. We have school districts that have invested in a lot of different professional learning structures and days that we're working on, and one of their concerns was, over time, how do we keep the teachers engaged in the learning but provide personalized learning opportunities for those teachers? And that's a perfect way. Our Tierney Lifeline or Teacher Helpline is a on-demand service that is staffed by a educator like myself. We also have online video tutorials. We have email support, phone support. So that really is an avenue for teachers to have their own self-directed learning opportunities, and it partners really well with professional development opportunities that we have on site. So for example, if we're working with your teachers in September, in January, and in June, they will have access to an educator like myself to kind of connect those learning opportunities through Tierney Lifeline.